Now while you're watching this video, please remember to like, share this video, subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that you can receive notifications of future videos. Thank you. Well, hello there, welcome back to my channel, guys. Yes, I have for you yet again another exciting video. Today is July 17, 2021, right? And today is Thursday at the timing of this video when it's recorded, but I don't think I'll be posting it today. It will be posted the 18th of June 2021, right guys? Why am I telling you this? Because Thursdays I generally give a word of encouragement or talk about something that, something that is either happening, something that is trending, right? So because it's not going to be posted on that day, the day in which it's recorded, this is why I made mention of that. So when you see it drop Friday, you know that it was supposed to drop Thursday, right? So with that being said, let us have a look at this very interesting topic, right? As you can see, the title suggests, can Christian married couples engage in phone sex? Now, there is an article from the Star, Jamaica Star. It's a newspaper. The title of the article is Tell Me Pastor. It actually occurs every single day. Every time the Star comes out, you have a section in it called Tell Me Pastor, where persons ask a pastor certain counsel where relationship and so forth is concerned. And this has been something that has been in the Star for a long time now. Tell Me Pastor. Something came out on the 15th of June. Something came out on the 15th of June. If I said July earlier in this text, in this video, I made a mistake. Something came out in June 15, which would have been 2 days ago at the recording of this video, right? And the title of it is COVID Forcing Us to Have Phone Sex. Now what I'm going to do, I'm using my hands, guys, so please pardon me if the video doesn't look like how it normally would. I haven't retrieved my tripod as yet. So I'm going to read the article. Dear Pastor, I am a young Christian lady. My husband and I have not been together because of the coronavirus. I live in Canada and cannot travel. Apparently her husband is in Jamaica. Right, and you know COVID-19 restrictions, travel restrictions and so forth. So I guess because of that, she hasn't been able to see her husband for a while. So it continues to say, my husband and I often engage in phone sex. We satisfy ourselves by this method. My pastor's wife and I were discussing the matter, and I told her what my husband and I do because we have to be apart. She told me that what we are doing is wrong. I am writing to you to ask for your opinion, married woman. Now here is the part. No, before I even get to the pastor's response, she asked her pastor's wife, she talked to her pastor's wife about it, telling her, I guess, the dilemma she's in. And the pastor's wife had the audacity to tell her that what she's doing is actually wrong. And they are married people, we are not talking about unmarried people, we are talking about married people. Now, here's the pastor's response. Dear married woman, at the risk of being condemned by many of my readers, including Christians, at the risk of being condemned by them, hey, dear pastor, I'm going to be condemned just as much as you, and I don't care, to tell you the honest truth. So, at the risk of being condemned, the pastor says, by many of my readers, including Christians. I won't condemn him though. I actually agree with what he's going to say. I would just say that I am not prepared to condemn you. He's saying he's not prepared to condemn you. If the person happens to see this, I am not prepared to condemn you. I have no intentions whatsoever. I actually agree with you. Right? But let me continue. You and your husband have found a way to satisfy each other while you are far apart. I hope that in the very near future, both of you will be able to travel and be together and carry out in person what a man and his wife ought to do for each other. So this is the pastor's response to basically answer her mildly. No, I'm not afraid of being condemned by any Christians where this is concerned. In fact, to tell you the honest truth, the more and more I see some of the things that Christians believe, honestly, sometimes it makes me very disturbed in my spirit. And this whole legalism that I see so rampant in Christendom, actually, it seeks my very stomach, to tell you the honest truth. I don't know why people can't just read their Bible, study their Bible, and accept the Bible, the teachings of Scripture for what it says it is, and not reading their own ideas into text and basically plug in what they think a particular text mean, right, as opposed to studying it accurately to see what the text actually meant. I don't know why Christians of this day and age find it so hard to do. No, I'm trying my very best, to not speak too much in my emotion, because I might say something that is not Christ-like, right? Now, I have a playlist section where I talk about sex in marriage. So most of you should probably guess what my answer is already if you have been following my videos on that. You know what my answer is already, that all things are right in the marital bed between husband and wife. Once it's mutual and it's between them and they agree to it, they can do absolutely whatever they please to do, husband and wife. They can do anything they please to do, husband and wife, as it pertains to sex. I'm not going to give any arguments to support this, because I did so already in my videos, my series. You can go and check it out in the playlist section titled Sex in Marriage. No. I remember speaking to a pastor one time, asking for guidance, telling him my dilemma, the problem that I have had with church and churches, and a church that I was coming from. I mentioned that in my video titled Church Hurt, the experience of church hurt for me. And the pastor was telling me that perhaps one of the things I have to look into is that I have to learn to be patient, because majority of Christians, they are not at the level where I am at in understanding. They have not been as exposed to truth and certain things as I have. So I have to learn to be patient. And man, as time goes by, I realize more and more that my patience is going to be tried with these nowadays Christians, to tell you the honest truth. They are so legalistic, I can't even find sufficient words to express how legalistic these nowadays Christians are. And I'm trying to find the solution as to why Christians of this day and age are so legalistic. I think it's because they have this pursuit of holiness, right? So the Bible said that we should be holy, pursue holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. And instead of them studying accurately to find out what the Bible defines as holiness, they put in their version of holiness, right? Basically plugging their version of holiness into the Bible. And this is the problem with nowadays Christians. They're fashioned for their own self what they believe is holiness and what isn't. And this, I believe, is one of the root causes of legalism. Girl, you wife that is probably listening to this, I said it before and I've said it again. If you want to get down and dirty with your husband, do whatever you please. And I'm going to say the word, to how upset I actually am. I've never been as blunt as I'm going to be as blunt now. But if you want to get quote unquote freaky, then so to speak, you know that word, they say you do certain things, you're freaky. If you want to get quote unquote freaky with your husband, then by all means, my sister, go ahead and do it. As long as you're comfortable, no man can condemn you. The word of God won't condemn you. The same thing applies for a man. If you want to get down and freaky with your wife, then by all means, you can go ahead and do it, so long as she's comfortable and there's love between it. No one can condemn you, and the Bible itself won't condemn you. It's high time that we Christians throw away the rubbish of legalism and dump it in the garbage where it belongs, because it actually does more harm for Christendom than it does good. Let me give you my personal experience. I said it before in one of my videos. I don't remember which one. Talking about my experience in leaving Advent. Yes, how for the first time, guys, I drank coffee and my hands were literally shivering before I could actually drink it. Can you believe it? I'm sure many Christians now who will be listening to this, they will be wondering in themselves, why is their hands shivering? You guys can't begin to understand. If you listen to some Christians' past experience who have found the gospel and they tell you some trauma that they go through, many of it has to do with spiritual abuse, church hurt, and a lot of it has to do with legalism also. Legalism, the trauma and fear in my mind to actually drink, even after I study the Bible and see for myself clarity that I can drink coffee if I want to. Oh gosh, it was so hard. My hands literally shiver because for so long it has been riveted in my mind that coffee is a sin, that to just suddenly do it now, it's like in the back of my brain, it was very difficult to do it. The same thing when I was eating shrimp after not having ate shrimp for a long time. Guys, it was so hard. It's almost like in my head I'm watching to see if there's any lightning going to come down and strike me. You see, only he who feels it will actually know. But you see, because most of these legalistic Christians, they haven't read the things that I've read, they haven't seen the things that I've seen, and until they come to the knowledge of the gospel, what is really required of them, and they start to look back at the things that they believe, only then they are going to understand the real dangers of legalism. Many persons will actually come to church and come to Christ right now had it not been for legalism that actually turns them off. They have to change so much and to give up so much in order to become a Christian. And it's like it doesn't matter how much they give up, it's never enough. It's never enough. I could be here, right, struggling as a Christian man, right, with the flesh and so forth. And the minute I step out of line and you hear that I'm with a church sister, God forbid, and the church compound something happen, they be ready to kick me out of the church, right? And I bear the pressure. If they should hear now today that I, Kismar, is involved with some woman, God forbid, I'm not going to say who that woman is, right? Or that I'm doing all kind of things, living concubine life, they call it, with another female living at my house and so forth. They'd be ready to condemn me. Suppose I can't manage to wait and so forth. They'd be ready to condemn me. And I bear the struggle. I might bear the struggle and not choose to fornicate or anything like that. And even after I bear the struggle, I've been waited long, 5, 10 years to actually get married. And when I do get married, I have a bunch of sex laws that I have to abide by. I can't even get to enjoy my wife as my reward for waiting so long. I can't even get to do it, you know. I'm waiting so long, and after I get married, I still have to abide by some other laws. Sinners and unbelievers, they don't wait at all, you know. They don't wait, they go and sleep around with all who they please. And I just have my one little partner having waited for so long, right? Sinners having better enjoyment with sex is concerned, where sex is concerned. They can explore as much as they want to. You understand? And trust me, they do, and they will explore as much as they want to. They get gratifications and so forth, having the best time of their life. And I can't do the same. Even though I am using God's gift of sex lawfully, right? I can't get to enjoy it to the best of how I would want to. Honest to God, guys, legalism, it actually sicks my stomach to the point that I want to vomit. I'm using strong language to show you just how annoyed I am at legalism. And this is one of the reasons why I tell myself I will never be a part of any church that I see too much elements of legalism in it. Never. It will never happen. And I'm actually fearful for myself because of how elevated my mind is as opposed to how shallow many Christians' minds are. I'm sometimes worried that I might not be able to have much Christian friends because I may cause them to stumble, you know. You understand? Because my mind is so different from theirs. Paul warns, you know, that in Romans 14 and verse of the passage, that even though you know a thing is right, You should probably shouldn't do it because it may cause another weak virgin to stumble. And I'm just too strong and elevated in my mind. You understand? I might cause people to stumble. You understand? Their thinking is like they're so weak and they're so low when it comes to spiritual things. I sometimes worry, guys, honestly, how will I mix and mingle? How much friends will I actually have? Because I'm so radically different from these nowadays Christian. But in making this video, I'm pleading to you, if you're someone who actually have a legalistic mind, really contemplate the things that you believe is wrong, right from wrong. And really look candidly and honestly at what the Bible really reveals and ask yourself the question, if this really is wrong, that you're thinking in your mind is wrong. Right? I'm gonna end this video now because if I speak anymore, I probably not, I might not going to be finished. So in repeating, if you want to get done with the phone sex, by all means go and do it. If you want to talk dirty to your husband or your wife, by all means go ahead and do it. Ain't nobody can condemn you. Right? Now I end this video. Right? If you enjoy it, you know what to do. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Bye bye now.